Hey, good evening. Dan Fitzpatrick here, stock market mentor, and just a real quick analysis of Moderna here. It's a biotech stock. Now, this is still a little early, which are the things that I like to look for videos, because I don't like to talk about the "you should have been here this morning" trades. I'd rather be talking about the keep track of this, and this is what happens. This is what you do when such and such a thing happens. Trade. That's a better trade because it helps you make money. So what I'm looking at here is this. You see the stock. You might remember this if you're actively trading. A huge rally here, and then a huge correction, and then since that, and then it's rebounded over the last several weeks. The stock's kind of been just kind of gently drifting down, while at the same time the 50-day moving average is coming up to greet it. And then now we've got this little support level here, though the stock is still below the 50-day moving average. Now, if it wasn't for this big sell-off here, where the stock on heavier than average volume really fell, and that's kind of a lot, like 27 million shares traded that day. Where I'm from, that's a lot of anything. So that makes me feel like maybe we've got a little resistance still for the stock to chew through. But I like the relatively low risk here. There's about 8% from the ultimate low back here. But what I would suggest doing is watching the stock, see how it trades tomorrow. And today, the low was 57.44. Okay, so that's right here. Okay, 57.44. So that was the low. And you can use that as a reference for a stop. You don't have to go all, sorry, you're probably getting dizzy by this. I have a hyperactive mouse. But you don't have to let it go all the way down here, because if you're buying the stock, and I would suggest watching it for a few days. I just don't get the sense that it's going to do this tomorrow. But watch this stock, because if it starts to kind of, run up along here, what you can really look at it doing, as far as kind of just the way you look at charts, is it's forming the left side of the base down here, a little drift lower on weak hand profit taking. And then it's forming the bottom of the base, which is what we're looking for. And then at some point you want to see the stock start to climb out the right side. This is really something that, William O'Neill has explained this in his books. But the guy who really took it to the next level is Mark Minervini in his books. He's written a couple excellent books on trading, books that I've actually taken extensive notes on and read those notes on a fairly regular basis. So if you haven't read those books, I got to tell you, you're totally missing out. And if you say, well, I'm so good I don't need them, then you've got a bigger problem than that. So anyway, what I'm looking at here is it's typical Mark Minervini fashion. This is a type of thing that kind of concerns me because of the high volume, but I like to see the stock setting up along this key moving average. And if it would only hold here for a little bit longer, you could be really starting to buy it here. So anyway, that's the way I'm looking at Moderna. They don't report earnings for a while, almost a month. So the stock does have plenty of time to complete this basing pattern and then start moving to the upside. So anyway, that's all I got for you. I'll see you next time.